today's video I'm repairing a Volkswagen key fob. The electronic key fob is okay, but the key has broken off the fitting on the top. So I have to change the whole case for a new case and change the electronics from this case into the new case, and also I need to make a punch for punching out a pin. We do that on the lathe. So let's go into the workshop and see how we do it.
Well, as you can see, I have a problem with my car key. This is the key to a Volkswagen Up. The key came out of the key fob, and the key fob has the corner broken.
So you need a replacement, and what you need to do is check it's got the 3 buttons, and there in the corner there's a little LED, and you can buy a kit off the internet.
Just make sure it's the correct one for your vehicle.
To replace this. So this is what you get in a kit. You get the key, a battery, and there's a little pin in here. Keep your old key because you'll need that. So if we have a look in here, you get a new key fob. The key that you get is a blank key, so you can have that cut to match your old one and use it like that, or you can probably take this key out by punching out that little pin in there. But first of all, open up this. These are a pair of circlip pliers, and they work different to ordinary pliers in that as you squeeze the handles together, the jaws or the pins on the end open up. Now these are useful for opening the case.
First of all, we'll open the new key fob. This is not locked together, you just prise it open. So we need to take the electronics out of the old key fob and transfer it over to the new key fob.
Take the original key, and when you do that you break the plastic here. So you can't use the original key case.
And out of that comes the spring and the original key holder, but you have new replacement parts with the key fob.
So what we need out of here is a circuit board to transfer over to this one. And to do that you need to put something down the edge just to prise it up. Something thin. So you prise out the electronics, being careful not to damage anything. That's the old case, so you don't need any of that.
and you replace the old case with the new case.
I want to take the key blade out of this one and see if I can fit the old key blade, which has already been cut. And to do that I need to tap that pin out. So I'm just going to make a small punch to punch that out. The diameter is 1.35 millimeters. I don't know whether this will hold.
I'm taking very small cuts because the bar will just bend if I try and take too much off. The bar's already flexing when I try and take a cut off the end, so I'm putting a cut on in the middle of the bar and going backwards to turn the diameter down.
.93. .69. .32. That should fit now. Just square the end off.
I'm using a file for this because if I use the lathe tool it could just get under the bar and bend it. Take the sharp edge off.
Using the punch, I tapped out the pin that's in there that holds the key in. That's the key that came with it. I've taken that out. Here's my original key that's already been cut out of the old key ring, and I've had to file the ends down to get it to fit in there.
All I need to do now is tap the pin in.
You can see there the pins flush with the surface on both sides and the key secure. So now it's a case of reassembling. So we assemble this, just put the button inside, turn it round till it clips into the hole. The spring goes with that end down, so you have the sticking out bit at the top. Then that should fit onto there. Put the key down there. Make sure you have this part in, which is the key ring holder. That's better. Now all I need to do is tension the spring up. This part goes into the centre of the spring, and then the leg on the spring goes into one of these notches. So if I put it on level, turn it round, that's once. Do it again, give it a bit more tension. It's a bit awkward because you're having to hold everything in position. Just test it before I lock it. Push it all together to clip it, and then we'll put the pin in the hole there to hold it all together.
Once you insert the pin, you can't dismantle the case without damaging the case.
Now I've put the pin in the hole, but before I tap it in, I'll just put the battery in. I can hear the cars outside, I can hear the door opening, locking. So that works okay. I'll put the cover on. All I need to do is push the pin in.
Note, only push the pin level with the surface. If you push it in too deep, it will damage the circuit board.
Tap that below the surface. Use this punch to put that on the pin. Push it home. And that's the key finished.
Oh well, that's it for today. Hope that was interesting, hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.